Hi everyone, welcome back to Paper Mario 1000 Year Door 100% walkthrough with me, Austin John. Frankly was very serious about us coming over to the 1000 Year Door right away. What kept you, Mario? Anyway, there's nobody here. As such, I can only conclude they used some special method to pass through the door. Okay, well let's go ahead and, take out all the partners and everything else just like we did the first time. Yeah, all of us are here. Oh, Mario's animation is different from before. All the crystal stars emerge from him. Whoa, look, the door. Oh, all of them are highlighting. All of them are flashing. Oh, it's getting crazy. The walls are cracking for pressure and there's a giant portal? Well, okay. At long last, the entrance to the Palace of Shadow has been opened. Before Princess Peach falls victim to that fiend, before he takes over the world, you must rescue the princess and stop this cataclysm. You're right, frankly. Let's rock, Gonzalez. Okay. I'm not gonna go in the door yet. Despite the sense of urgency about doing all this, there is a bunch of stuff that we gotta do, and I mostly did this so that we could get the fast travel point to the far outpost. Very dramatic moment, dramatic music. No thanks. There are a few things that I want to tackle before that, and then you kind of have an option on how you want to handle and tackle some things, and I'm going to go over that when we get there. But first, let's go through all the mandatory things. First, let's talk to Dazzle, because now that we have all of the star pieces, we should have all of her badges, which include an exclusive to her called the Attacks FXY. She also carries a badge called Peekaboo, which is exclusive to her and not really mandatory because we always tattle on everything, so we don't really need to know everything's health. And then obviously, because this is the only thing you can do with star pieces, you might as well get your happy flower and happy hearts from her as well. Maybe we could trade again sometime, yeah? You want to trade star pieces for badges, but I'm all out of badges. I'm so sorry. Well, it looks like you're not trading me anything then. Bye. Inside of Rogue Court sewers at the underground city, you know how we came up here and then we went to the right? We're gonna hyper jump on top of this pipe over here, take Yoshi over to the left. We make our way to the back and hop right here. We're gonna be getting ourselves an Ultra Shroom, very nice. And just opposite of that, right about here, is gonna be a Partner Power Plus badge, awesome. I also took a look at all of the badges that I'm missing, and there's a high likelihood you're missing the same ones that I am. And if that is the case, I kind of want to tackle those right now. Now, some of these are going to be reserved for the last two places in the game, that being the Palace of Shadow and the Pit of 100 Trials, but there's a bunch that we can get before that. First of all, there's the Attack FXR badge, which is exclusive to the lovely House of Badges, so we might as well pick that up. Now, if you look at your inventory and you're missing number 1, that's going to be the Power Jump, which is 80 coins, or alternatively, you could get it at the Pianta Parlor ever since you had the special card, but I like to get things from the lovely House of Badges because then you can visually see they no longer have the stock. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. If you're missing badge number 9, that's the Piercing Blow. You could have gotten this from Spiky Parabuzzies. I did not. I don't ever really plan on farming for it or even using this badge, but for completion's sake, we're gonna go ahead and pick that up. I know that you're missing badge number 24. That's called the All or Nothing badge, and that's going to be in the Palace of Shadow at the end of the game. Same thing with badge number 28. That's the P Up D Down Partner badge. I'm also missing badge number 45, which is the Pretty Lucky Partner badge. Luckily, she has this on sale right now, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Badge number 46 is the Lucky Day badge, and that's in Pit of 100 Trials at level 90, so obviously we're going to be getting that later, not now. Number 53 is going to be the Pity Flower. We're going to be getting that in the Pit of 100 Trials at level 40, but I am missing number 56, and if you are too, that's because that's the FP Drain badge, sold here at the lovely House of Badges. Keep in mind, if you wanted to save some coins, you could zone in and out and just pick up the badges when they're on the shelf. I'm just going to go ahead into the box and get them when they're not on sale because I need that. FP Drain, thank you very much. Also, the very next badge, the Super Appeal, I need that, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. After the Feeling Fine Partner badge, number 65, there's going to be number 66, and this is the Refund badge. We can go ahead and pick that up in the Pianta Parlor. And then you'll probably only be missing one more badge down here, and that's number 77, the Bump Attack, that you get at Pit of 100 Trials, level 80. So I personally am going to go ahead and decide to buy out all of Miss Meows's Houses of Badges shop, just because I consider that to be part of the 100%ing of the game. You don't have to do that. All you need to do is make sure that you have one of every badge at one point obtained for it to show up on your actual badge index. If we are all caught up, we are now at 80 of 86 badges. We're missing the one that's right after Power plus P, and in the same row, the one that's right after P up, D down. Both of these are going to be in the Palace of Shadows, and then the other 4 are going to be in the Pit of 100 Trials, being the one right after the Pretty Lucky P badge, that being the Lucky Day, the one right after the Flower Saver P, and that's the Pity Flower, and the one right after the first attack, and that's the Bump Attack. The one right after the Zap Attack badge is the Return Posted badge, which is only obtained after reaching level 100 of the Pit of 100 Trials, so basically beating the post game. Love to see when I come in here there's only 2 things left. So sorry, terribly sorry, we don't have any badges in stock right now. There we go, great. Cleared out this entire place. I actually just went and just sold a bunch of the recipes that we had from before because, to be honest, I'm not gonna ever really utilize like those ultra shroom cooked with the jam and jellies. I'm not gonna use those ever. In my mind, I'm gonna keep thinking to myself, oh, those are worth too much, I can't use them, know what I mean? We now have 4 new troubles that we can tackle here in Chapter 8, and the first one is Newsletter. Would you please deliver the Silver Club Newsletter routing slip for me? Please come pick it up in Twilight Town. Sure, let's go speak to Mayor Dower in Twilight Town. Mario, you accepted my trouble, my request. I hope you delivered the Silver Club Newsletter routing slip to the Great Tree Elder. Okay, let's go to the Great Tree. I now realize that the icon that I've been using for troubles is the routing slip. I don't know why, I just saw that icon and I was like, you know what, this seems like a trouble board. And lo and behold, this routing slip is one of the troubles, so yeah, it worked out. And speaking with the Great Puny Elder, well, hey there Mario, are you here to listen to me pontificate for a spell? No, here's the routing slip. You come here to give me this, Twilight Town's mayor sent you? My last youth fountain bath there was nice, I recall. Well, this slip now needs to go to the Petalburg's mayor. Okay, looks like we're gonna be going to the Petalburg. You know something? I just realized this quest has you talking to all of the mayors in the world. There just only happens to be 3. John is not here. Murphy, what could I do for you, young man? Here's the routing slip. Silver Club routing slip, is that from the Puny Elder? That old so-and-so. It just needs to go back to the Twilight Town's mayor. Okay, I guess that's where we're going. Hi, Mayor Dower, or maybe it's pronounced door, I don't know. Like the word pour? Okay. Here's your routing slip. Mayor Petalburg has a cold well, tarnations, and diddly dangits. I suppose that's why you're being kind enough to bring this on his behalf. Thank you for that. Oh, and before I forget, here's your reward, Mario. Please take it. 40? 30 coins. Okay, cool. Next is Delivery Please by Gold Bomb. I need you to take something to General White. Please come get it with all speed. Meet me in Poshley Heights. Okay, let's go to Gold Bomb in Poshley Heights. So, Gonzalez, did you enjoy your cannon ride? I'm not going to be doing his voice anymore because we have a lot of people to talk to. All right, great. Let's go bring this package to General White. Okay, here's General White's house. Oh, General White's not here. Huh? General White? He left this morning. Wapow. Yes, he said he was going to see a cola bartender in Rogueport or something. Let's go to the Chuck-a-Cola bartender in Rogueport. This is another game of cat and mouse with General White, because the one for the story wasn't enough. Instead, you also have to do one as a trouble center. Hi, Podley. General White, yeah, I spoke to him just a second ago, actually. We're old buddies, he and I. I've known him since he was a little snapper that would explode over any little thing. I'm pretty sure he said he was off to Glitzville next. Here in Glitzville, let's go into the fresh juice shop and speak to Podler over here. General White, he pounded 3 white chocolate coconut mochas and bolted. He drops in every once in a while, and hey, you know that lady in the black dress? I sure do. I think General White has a thing for her, but that's just my gut talking here. Everyone has a thing for the lady in the black dress, or the girl in the juice shop, so on and so forth. Now that I think of it, General White said he was going to Far Outpost soon. But first he had to meet Gold Bomb, or not meet him, or something like that. Okay, we're gonna go to Poshley Heights and go talk to Gold Bomb. General White was here just a moment ago, but you had the thing I wanted to give him. What rotten bit of luck. He said it was headed back to Far Outpost. Okay. Once again back at Gold Bomb's house. And look, here he is. He seems to be asleep. Wake him up? Yep. Hut. Hello, Mario. Do you need something? Hut, what? A delivery? From Gold Bomb? You came all the way to bring it to me? I sure did. Are you gonna make it worth my while? Probably not. So we have to go fetch our own reward. We have to go all the way back and speak with Gold Bomb. Give me my money. Did I find General White? I sure did. I see. And he received it? Good. Thanks, Gonzalez. Here's your reward. 64 coins. Cool. Thank you so much. You solved the trouble. Trouble number 26. I want to meet Luigi. I must meet my darling Luigi. Come to the fountain in Poshley Heights for details. Do you want to take on the trouble? Yes. Yeek! I can totally tell. I never met him before, but I can absolutely tell you're the real Luigi. Ah, I knew it. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, what should I say? I'm totally freaking out. I'm freaking out over Luigi. Oh no, what should I do? Oh, right, the cake. The one I baked was a total loss, but Zesty did a great job on this one. Here you go, Mr. Luigi. Please take this. It's a choco cake. Oh, Luigi's here. Hey, bro. Say, why are you dressed like me? Hey, who do you think you are, you filthy imposter? Police! What? I'm no imposter. I'm Luigi. Say something, Mario. Eek, ew, ew, ew. How dare you speak to Luigi, you liar, you Luigi. You'll never be Luigi, no matter how many green hats you wear. Now stop interrupting our special time. But I'm pretty sure I'm me. This is a nightmare, a bad dream. I won't believe it. Wake up, Luigi. What have I done? You've seen such a horrible side of me, the worst side. No. Don't worry about it. Oh, thanks, Luigi. You're so sweet. And thanks for coming today. I'll always treasure these moments, always. So please, come see me again, okay? Trouble 27. I Can't Speak by Gob. I've lost my voice because of this stupid stuffy cold. Kaboomski. I want someone to bring me some honey candy. Ya pal. Great for the throat, I hear. I think you can make it by combining honey mix and cake mix and honey syrup. Ya chow. I'll be waiting next to the snowman and far outpost. Ya blammo. Here at the item shop, we can go ahead and get ourselves a honey syrup. And let's go ahead, talk to Boo Boo Kitty, trade in my winnings for a cake mix. Let's go ahead and use that honey syrup and that cake mix to go ahead and make the honey candy. And the bomb right next to the save block. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Yes. That's terrible. Don't worry about it. Give him the honey candy. Ah, finally I could speak, ya pal. I've been exploding so much that I completely lost a voice, yo bluey. Wait a second. You mean that they literally write the bomb sounds in actual text? That's funny. Anyways, we get 30 coins. Cool. Thanks so much. And you solved the trouble. And that is going to be all of the troubles that you can do in the entire game before entering the post-game and beating the final boss. With so many of these collectibles already collected in our playthrough, we only have 2 different places that we can go now. The end of the game at the Palace of Shadows and the Pit of 100 Trials. The Pit of 100 Trials, at level 50, you're going to be getting a very beneficial item called the Strange Sack. And you are going to be facing the hardest enemies in the entire game. And in the Palace of Shadows, you're going to be facing literally the end of the game. In the Palace of Shadow, you're going to be going against enemies that are the level equivalent and the same type of enemies as level 80 of the Pit of 100 Trials. It's completely up to you on what you want to do here. If you want to go to the Pit of 100 Trials down to level 100, or the Palace of Shadow and beat the game, or if you want to go to the Pit of 100 Trials, make it down to level 50 or even 80, and then leave the Pit of 100 Trials, and then do the end of the game. Which that's personally what I'm going to be doing, and I would recommend. Because that's also going to let me help grind up a little bit more coinage that I need in order to go buy all of Luigi's books, because they get expensive. And I want to support my brother, because no one believes it's him. Yeah, I'm going to make my way down to level number 50 of Pit of 100 Trials, and we'll take it from there. So I decided to run down to the Pit of 100 Trials, and there's only 2 new enemies, that being a Dark Koopa and a Dark Para Koopa. At level 40, you're going to be able to get yourself the Pity Flower, which is one of the badges that we need. And at level 50, you're going to get yourself the Strange Sack, which makes it so that you can hold 20 items instead of 15. Now, I'm telling you, you can definitely make your way down to level 80 right now, just because you're not going to run into really anything new It's all just variations of things that you've battled before. Like the bandit that you've encountered, there's one who steals your badges. Great, you're just gonna hop on him. Lakidus, there's now a dark version. And then there's a new enemy at level 70, which is a wizard. And that's it. But at the very least, coming down here to level 50, you're probably gonna be fine. And you're probably still only gonna be getting like 1 experience per level, which definitely lets you know that you can keep going. If Mario's able to do 10 damage in 1 turn, which if you're doing a Danger Mario build, it's gonna be super easy. I'm gonna have a whole video dedicated to how Danger Mario works and how to build one. Or if you didn't want to run Danger Mario, 2 power pluses, Jumpman, P up, D down, Flower Saver, and then your 3 finders, Spike Shield, Money, Quick Change, Chill Out so you never hit with the first strike. This combination of badges can really help you through most of these levels. And then whatever you can't knock out in 1 single turn, all you have to do is either bring in Vivian or Koops and you're good to go. This is the Badge Bandit, which he can, yes, absolutely steal your badges and then run off with them. He has a total of 12 HP. So if you ever want to get the advantage again, feel free to just run away from the battle, rejoin it, and see how much damage you're going to be doing to these guys. I know that when Mario hops, he's going to be doing 7 damage, and these guys have 12 HP. And if there's only 2 enemies, I know that I could use Yoshi's Gulp Attack, I could use Vivian's Fiery Jinx, or I could use Koops' Power Shell. It is 5 damage, great. So yeah, with these badges and that, you can pump out 12 damage per turn, and you're gonna be sitting pretty. For the 18 BP that you're gonna be spending on this, you just go ahead and equip all the Mega Rush and Last Stand and Power Rush that you could possibly afford. Yeah, I still have 9 points left over. And if by chance you maybe mess up Mario's multi-bounce timing, Goombella's ability, Rallywink, can make it so Mario can just go again. And now you have that chance again to knock out whatever enemies are left. Danger Mario only works if you can knock everything out in 1 turn, or you're great with guarding, or both. Porque no los dos. If I sound different, it's because I'm super casual in my chair right now. Level 60 was easy, and we got ourselves another double dip badge. I still haven't even gained 1 level. I'm going to gain a level, which I'm excited for, because, you know, it's about time. Oh, and here's both of our new enemies. This is a Dark Lukidu and a Wizard. Wizards have a defense of 2, HP of 10, so yes, they get knocked out in 12 damage. This Dark Lukidu has an HP of 13, attack of 5, defense of 0, so now you're starting to reach the area that doing 12 damage, which I always see in my head as 12 damage as being like, you know, the safe amount. If you can do 12 damage in 1 turn, then there's not that much that you can't defeat. I really just need him to go ahead and throw out a Spiny. That's all I want him to do. Throw him out, thank you. Because you also have to tattle on this guy. These sky blue Spinies have an HP of 6 and a defense of 4. And right here is actually one of the enemies that you're going to be battling in the Palace of Shadow at the end of the game. So, I mean, tattling on it now, we get that advantage of knowing all about it when we go in to do the final boss stuff. And that's a Dry Bones, like an actual proper name Dry Bones. But still, as you see, he's paired next to the enemy that was on our way to the far outpost. So we are exactly where we should be, enemy-wise. Coming down here and running into a Dark Call, which you faced at the Glitz Pit. A little bit of a surprise, but he has 20 HP, and he's definitely one of the more difficult things for you to go ahead and defeat. Which, I mean, to be honest with you guys, I don't run Danger Mario because I can't beat it otherwise. In fact, I definitely plan on coming down here and beating it otherwise. It's because I plan on coming down here many times throughout my extensive time playing this game, that it just comes down to time. I can clear one of these rounds in less than a minute, which means that within an hour and a half, I could, in theory, be done with the Pit of 100 Trials. And I just kind of like that because it works better with how I want to play. I can dodge all these things, I could use Sweet Treat and everything else, but why do it if you don't have to? You know what I mean? And this is the Double Dip P badge at level 70. From here on out, there's 4 new enemies that you're going to be facing. 3 of them are going to be in the Palace of Shadow, so it's literally where we're about to go and where you would be experience-wise, so if you want to go down to 80, you can. Of the 4, this is the one enemy that you're not going to be facing in the Palace of Shadow, but you are going to be facing down here. And this is a Wizard, and they are generally difficult to deal with. You can do the finger lasers. Oh no, you have an item that's going to make us stay still. That's not good. Okay, for 3 turns we're froze. Shout out to my lucky day. Shout out to my other items that are keeping me from not dying. Appreciate you guys. And bonk. After that last battle, I decided it was a good idea to put my Feelin' Fine badge on. Oh! And thanks, game, for just giving me 3 of the enemies that we have to go ahead and tattle on. That's a Phantom Ember. It's an angry spirit born of hatred and confusion. So, I'm not cool with this thing. Blech. 10-5-0. Chain Chomp. 7-6-5. This is the most powerful Chain Chomp in the game. A Swoopula, HP of 9, attack of 4, defense of 0. This round was one of the harder ones that I've done, and it's only because I on purpose tried to not kill them all in one turn. Oh, hey there, mister. Now that I've tattled on everyone over here, yeah, I will definitely pay you to go down 5 floors. And here we are down at level 80. This is the bump attack badge, which is kind of like first attack, except you don't have to get the first attack on enemies. Instead, if you just walk into a weak foe, they die, which is very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here at level 80 just because I'm not really prepared for the final boss fights. And plus, if you don't leave, you can, in theory, lose all of your progress down there so far. So instead, I'm happy with the things that we got so far. Let's just take it and run. Okay, after doing the Pit of 100 trials, we're now up to 2,000 coins. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy all of the Luigi books. The first one being the Super Luigi book. Now, in order to get this to restock, it's not a shuffle restock that requires us to warp out completely. Instead, you just go to the sub-level 2 in the warp zone and then go right back up, and then the new book is going to be available. And the Volume 2 book is 128 coins, okay. Luigi's Volume 3, 128, okay. Volume 4 is also 128, cool. Oh, finally. All sold out. Good. Someone also left a very interesting comment on one of my videos that Miss Meows is able to use Kiss Thief to steal items and badges, even if they're not held by the enemy visibly. So I came over here to find these Koopa Trolls, and one of them already has the badge that they're holding, which is great. So reading into this, it turns out that Kiss Thief has roughly a 2% chance to steal a badge if the enemy is capable of holding a badge. So for 1-to-1 odds, you would have to do Kiss Thief 50 times. That's gonna be a long battle, especially with a guy like this who, you know, constantly calls in reinforcements and stuff. Good to know for the future. Someone was saying for the lucky lottery, if you win the jackpot, in between the time of you winning the jackpot and getting a new ticket, you can go ahead and reset your clock. That way, your time is not ever going to be in the past, which seems like a really bold maneuver, and I kind of want to try it. Because if that's a surefire way to actually get Power Plus badges, pfft. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a try. I moved my date to 3 months from now. I moved my day 3 months forward. Check the board. We won second prize, which means either we get a Zest Deluxe or we get a Power Plus badge. We got the Power Plus badge, awesome. Go 1 year forward, and then we have a much higher chance of getting the jackpot. I read somewhere someone saying go 11 months forward instead of 12 months, and oh, this one got us a jackpot. Okay, maybe that's a thing. So right now, he's gonna go ahead and confiscate our lucky lottery ticket while we're mid-dialogue with him. Let's go ahead and change our date now back to now. The lucky day badge. Take your old ticket and give you a new one. Here, new ticket, be happy and lucky. Your new ticket is effective starting tomorrow. See you then. Huh, he doesn't have the upset text. Let's see if it's gonna be a Zest Deluxe or another power-up badge. We got a Zest Special, that's what I meant, not Deluxe. Okay, I only went 3 months forward, but we got ourselves a jackpot. While he's mid-conversation, I'm resetting my date and time. Amazing, jackpot, rank 1 prize. Zest Dynamite. Well, okay, it looks like that is a way to cheat the lucky lottery and not deal with the consequences. The only other thing that would be optional before you go into the Palace of Shadows, other than the Pit of 100 trials and everything else that we've already done, including the recipes, making sure we have all the shine sprites, star pieces, etc., is experience grinding, which I don't know if I put it out already, but I have a video on the most effective way for you to farm Amazy daisies, averaging you at about 1 level every 12 minutes. So if you feel as though you're not ready for the end of the game and you want either more flower points or badge points or health, then check out that video. And if not, then I'll see you guys for the end, the Palace of Shadows. Great. Thank you guys for being here so much. Till next time, Austin John out.